Welcome back, everybody. All right, so let's make another bigger kind of ship in this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, we need to first loop cut, and I'll simply do that, right click. And by the way, if you right click right away, it puts it right in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and delete the vertices here. Let's go and we'll add in a modifier, and of course this modifier will be a mirror modifier, and at this time we're going to mirror on the x-axis. Okay, so let's go and let's get into face select mode, and I'm going to actually bring this down a bit, and I'm going to move this out a little bit, something like that. And I think that actually looks cool. We can go into edge select here, and I'm actually just going to bring that down here. And I'm going to bring this edge in like that, and I'm going to bring this edge out more like that. Okay, let's hop into face select mode, and we're going to push E to extrude. Okay, and one of the things you can do is let's just type 7 on the numpad, and this gives us a top view. And you can see here that there's an angle in here, and then this is a straight angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select the edge. I'm going to select that one there, and I'm going to just simply move it out here. Now, it wouldn't make sense to make it the same angle, but you can make it a different angle, and if you make it bigger or smaller, that says something about it. So this looks like it's going to be more of a bigger ship if we do that here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's hop in and let's push E to extrude again, and we'll select the same edge here, this edge, and we'll hop in and push 7, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Hop back into here, and let's just go E to extrude, and I'm just going to simply bring this edge in, and we'll add in some more stuff later. So here we got a basic ship. You can see it looks kind of cool. What we can do is we can actually push on the edge select, we can push Alt, and that will select the edge here, and we can kind of move it in like this if we really want to. Okay, and we can do the same for the bottom here, just kind of move it in. Yeah, that looks, so I'll leave that one out like that. Alright, so let's go and let's extrude all of these here, just like that. Extrude, and let's extrude this one here, and we can model it accordingly. So first things first, we can actually take this ship, this edge select here. We'll take this and we'll move this way back, something like that. Looks kind of cool. We could take this edge, move it in. This edge we can move in quite a bit actually. There we go. And this edge for sure will definitely move in. We'll move it in something like that. And we can actually take this edge and move it out a bit, more like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe move this edge in just a bit, or we can actually move this edge kind of more like that. Let's go and let's push E to extrude again. I'm going to push E to extrude another time. E to extrude like that. And I'm going to select this edge here. I'm going to move it outward like this. I'm going to move this outward like that. Now, it's since we're touching the edge here, I'm not using scale. I would normally use scale, but I'm not doing that here. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to move this up here, E to extrude, and then E to extrude one more time, and then I'm going to simply move all of these in. So we got that in, we have that in, and we have that in there. So we got this cool little ship happening here. We could add in some rockets to this, and one thing I'll do is I'm going to actually do a loop cut, and I'm going to cut it once along here, and I'm going to give this a little bit of a buffer. Okay, I'm going to cut it once there, and I'm actually going to give this a buffer again, just something like that. Okay, and the reason for this is I do want to extrude this here without pretty much with a little bit of an edge there. So we got these rockets here, and we can kind of scale that in, extrude, scale that out, and scale that out a little bit more. Extrude, and we can scale that out. So now we got some cool little rockets here. That looks pretty cool. I think that looks quite a bit. There we go. We got this cool thing happening here, and you can see how this works out. Let's tab back into object mode. Now this is extremely low poly. So one thing we can do is you can add in a bevel, and we'll add in 3 or 4 segments here. And the one thing you want to do is you might want to take this up to maybe like 3 and change that there too. And we can go ahead and push apply, and tab back into object mode, push apply, and you can see there that it looks a little bit better. Now again, this is more of a low poly ship, but it does work out. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.